Alright, hello everyone. This is Invasion. Alright, and here I am. This is what I did last time, which is the ornate team, doing everything in the Promptober list as quickly as I can, multiple times a day. Oh, sup, Elden Ring. Thank you for coming so quickly. Alright, so. That is so awesome. Alright, so this is what I did last time, ornate, which means complicated. Like, I've never heard that word before in my life, but it's pretty neat. Alright, so there's also rivals. I did that one yesterday, I believe, too. Made an animation for Maddie. That's awesome. Be sure to check it out after the stream. And then I also made Reckless, which is this guy about to shove his hand inside of a bear. It's a Mickey Mouse one. Oh, that sounds cool. I remember making like a monster version of Mickey Mouse, but it wasn't animated though. And then there's that. There's also all these other stuff that I did. This one is the one that I'm most proud of at the moment. I think, let me see, what was I saying? Anyways, but yeah, that's pretty cool that you made an animation. I've been trying to get back into animating, but I just haven't done so in like a hot minute. Alright, so anyways, let me see. A whole row is completely complete, so that is awesome. And so we have Plunder, Ragged, and Shrunk. That's all I gotta do in this third row here. Second row, I should say. Alright, let's see. Plunder, Ragged. I should have planned this out before I started the stream. Because, like, my internet issue is a bit iffy at the moment, but, should be fine, should be handleable. And, let's just go with Shrunk. Because why not? Alright, so, got Shrunk, just copy that down and go and have it here. I like this format, so I think I probably might do it next year too. But yeah, how was your day today so far, Elden Ring? Hopefully it's not lagging. I think it might be fine. Alright. Anyways, alright, let's head back into it. But that is good to hear. Alright, so let's see. Oh, I like this song so much. I'm gonna turn it up just a little bit. And that's good that your day is going good so far. That's all. Alright, so I really enjoyed that part of the song. Anyways, I got this, and I'm just gonna make a trunk and someone being stuffed in there. It's not really a creative idea, but that's all I got for that specific one. Alright, so good job. Thank you, Timothy. Also, welcome to the stream. And so let's go ahead and just get this thing. You did it? Yeah. I also made this guy, Invader Zim. He's my favorite cartoon character. Alright, so let me just finished this front tire. Not gonna make like an exactly perfect replicant of a car, but it's going to be okay at least. Alright, let's do that. Erase this and erase that. Well, not erase, but add. Alright, so let's see what was. Okay. I wasn't sure if I had the stream like settings wrong or something because it looked like I didn't do the 10 correctly yet, but it appears I did. Alright, so got that. Let's just add on to this. Even though this really isn't an important part of the vehicle, let's just keep it going. And do that. This guy's just gonna have the most tiny little car. Let's just give him a side mirror just to make sure he can see. Put that like on the car itself. Alright, that's good. Let's get handle. Window. It doesn't stretch up the whole way. But you do a good job anyways. Like your drawing. Gonna like your videos. Thank you, Asia. Glad you like it. Hope Maddie joins soon. Yeah, me too. Let's see. It's nearly 6, so the chance he might still be like at church maybe. But I'm not certain. I don't really know his schedule. It's just for them. Whenever I'm usually streaming, like, she usually shows up, but like around after 6 or like nearly 7. Alright, so let's go ahead and do that here. No. Let's see. Well, welcome to the stream, Gnome. I don't know too much about those emojis, but based on what it seems like someone's getting slapped and then they started crying. That's just my assumption, though. Excuse me. Alright, so let's have someone have their hands out kind of like this, trying to stop from leaving. Just 3 hands is enough. 3 fingers, I mean. Alright, let's give them a fort. That's just my assumption. I'm not certain. But so let's do that. And actually, no, let's not have the leg going out. Undo. There we go. And let's just do that. And just have the shoe coming out like that. There we go. And let's just have them screaming. Just a little bit, kind of like that emoji right there. And so let's have the arm stretched out like that. Okay, so let's do that, and just trying to like stop him from getting kidnapped. Give him a little nose. Let's give him teeth, since in fact we can probably just make him purple, just like that emoji fella. Alright, so let's do that. Erase this. since he's fearful, let's have him be kidnapped by Seeing Red. So let's do that. Lord. Really? So go to the robot voice. Like, there's no way the robot voice isn't happening right now. Alright, the robot voice is officially over, and now the lines are now possible to be curved. But I really like how that robot voice kind of helped make like a more creepy monster. There's some guy there just doing that. There's some like black void monster just kidnapping that fella. So let's do that. But hey, limitations, they work out sometimes. I noticed something. I may have to see about. That could be useful information. I'm not gonna say it in case it's a fluke though, but I'm gonna try it out. But anyways. So there we go. Because I noticed that folks seem to enjoy the, what is that? Seems fit rate is higher than recommended. I don't know how to do that bitrate tinny. But hopefully it's fine. And if the robot voice happens again quickly, I know the issue might be the frame rate, because I decided to up the frame rate because maybe that's what's causing the issues. I don't know. Give it red eyes. Oh, that's a good idea. And so let's go ahead and do that. Yeah, now that's good. That's a good idea, Alden. Alright, so we got this. Alright, so let's make that a purple emoji, fella. By the way, if you guys are enjoying the stream so far, please press the like button. Would help it get a little bit more. Well, this guy doesn't have a nose, so I'll just erase his nose. Alright, so yeah, just like it. That'd be great. Alright, so anyways, let's go ahead and put that there. Add that to that. Alright, so let's go and since this is a YouTube emoji, let's just make the shirt red and the pants white. For no good reason, let's make the shoes blue. Alright, so I'm not sure why that void creature. Thank you. Thank you so much for that. I'm not really sure why this void creature would be driving a car, but I don't know. Alright, anyways. Excuse me. It's a normal car color. Yellow, that works. Yellow. Kind of looks like a taxi, but you know, I haven't seen one of those like in quite some time. Because right now, where I am at the moment, you'd think there would be a lot more taxis, but I haven't seen any. So that's odd. Right, so let's do that. Let's make the bumpers gray. Good tip for gray is use a little bit of blue, and it helps. It helps like facilitate a gray feel to the look of the vehicle. So I'm gonna add that and that here. Let's add red for the backlights. It doesn't have to be on, so let's just make it dark like that. Let's also add blue. And that robot voice glitch that makes my whole entire software glitch. It ended up being pretty good and useful in this case because it required this void entity fella. I would have never done that on my own. I've seen it done in plenty of other places, but I never would have thought to do that. Anyways, because I'm more like into making biological monsters. Alright, so got all of this so far. Let's just right, let's copy this and cut it out. Put it in layer 4. There we go. That's better. Okay, so back to this. That was Trunk, which was done very quickly. Just 20 minutes. Welcome back, Alden Red. Alright, so got all of this here to choose from. Could probably just go in a row or something. I don't know. But Ragged seems to be good. Like, when I see Ragged, I think like Raggedy, I'm gonna eat dinner. All right. Hope you have a good dinner, Alden. What are you gonna have for dinner? Let me see. Oh, that's much smaller than I expected. How much do I have? Let's see. I got 7 more spaces to do stuff, so I'm gonna have to cut back on a few or do some in other areas. Right, I can move this back and do it here. Not gonna make something too big, so I'm just wondering if that's gonna be enough room for everything. You know what? I'll go there when I'm a little bit more desperate. So let's go here then. And paste. Ragged. One sucked up and needed. And red. Right, so I think the voice might be back. Right, so now I know the framework frames. So that's 24 frames. That's a bit enough for me normally. Remember, I stopped streaming and so it takes forever to get back to it, so still waiting for me to get back. So I can do for Agate possibly. Let's actually try here. Maybe there's another definition of ragged that I can use that would be better. Oh, good. It's over. Alright. I'm going to go. Stream is going to crash for just a little bit while I switch some settings. And hopefully, we shouldn't have to deal with the robot voice. Goodness gracious. For that much longer. At least for not for a while. Alright, it changed it from 30 to 20 frames per second. The usual amount of framage is 24 for my streams. So did the robot voice start instantly? Right, I guess not. Alright, so let's see. Right. You know what? I am not really liking that one. So let's go. Let's do Inferno. I feel like I can do Inferno very well. Okay. This is all on the same layer again, so let's cut all of that. Okay. I'll copy that again. Inferno. Come back, Elden Ring. That was a pretty quick dinner. What did you eat? And so I switched it from, I was going to make Ragged, but then I changed my mind. I decided to make Inferno instead. So I'm gonna just change it to that. Let's go to set this to 2. And then I'm going to just go ahead and make Inferno. I remember for Demon Week, I decided to just make a whole bunch of demons. So I'm just gonna make one here. It's kind of similar to some of the ones that I made. And so let's do that. Music is good. Thank you. It's Outer Wilds music. Oh, pork chops. I do enjoy me some pork chops. I enjoy them fried. Also stewed. Those are good that way too. But mainly fried. I decided to do this one monster in 2s today, instead of the normal 3s that I usually do for these. In fact, I think this guy had a lot of hands when I first made him, but he's gonna have claws now. Sup, Luciano? Welcome to the stream. Cabu. Alright, so let's go ahead and do that. And he's just gonna have legs like that. Alright, so there's that guy. Let's have him do this. So gonna have one leg there. And leg the other side attached to the feet. Okay, let's erase some of that. Let's see. And so let's have his arms be kind of like this. See if I'm being heard. So let's do this. Just use these fingers right here. Really like how that hand turned out. I think only that can make it better. There we go. I think I'm gonna add like all kinds of brands and stuff to him. That would be like pretty neat right there. Looks good. Thank you. Looks good. Thank you. And so let's go ahead and do this right here. Want to do that to like show like anguish and pain like that. Let's also have the ears go kind of like this. Not going to like mimic actual burn victims, but just going to like have him be completely burned. Like he's gonna be like cartoon burned, basically. Let's just have some individual teeth, because somehow the fire pulled some of them out. Hope your day was good. Yeah, it is so far. yeah, like it was also good news about that loved one. So everything is coming up very well at the moment. So that is great. Let me go ahead and add, well, not add, but like erase some of that to make a better chin. It's gonna be mostly in the color and the burned stuff there. In fact, I'm not even sure why I made that guy there, that demon. Anyways, let's just go ahead and add that. Should make it just fine. And I think I'm gonna just focus on the burns now. Right. I'm gonna have like the burn sculpture maybe there. I think that would be good. And so first things first, let's get a charred color on him. Alright. I should have done this with trees. Oh well. Let's make it a little bit more red. A little bit darker. Alright, so that's about fine. I'm gonna add like all kinds of more stuff to it. Actually, a little bit more gray could work. Alright. Quite that much. Alright, that's more ashy. Alright, so let's just add all kinds of, not fire, but not quite fire, but something. Let's just do this. See, black could work too. And this alongside of it. Actually, no. I want this guy to be a little bit more red. So we're gonna do that. Like, off this meat. So first back again. So until next time. Oh, okay, it's back. Oh, that's good. I'm just about to give up. I'm gonna leave that finger there because I still want it for part of the colors and stuff. Still don't really know why that happened, but it happened. So we're gonna do this, that. That looks way better. So let's increase that to the brush width to 4 so I can erase these ones. So I can do it all on ones, the details. Even though no one will be able to see it. But it's about the journey. So that's what we're gonna do. Right, so just add in a whole bunch of lines and stuff, and then I'm gonna like catch them on fire afterwards. So let's have a bunch of this too. Like that should be pretty good. Right, so let's go ahead and that's pretty good like that. Let's get some of this stuff too. Just to add a little bit of that to it. Here we go. Let's add some of this to it too. Like I said, this is all gonna be covered up in the details, so should just stop it right there. Let's increase that to 2 for right now. And so let's add some black burnt lines here. Because I was about to finish there, but then I saw the rest of the body and completely forgot my goals for this guy. So this is gonna be a green shirt. Let's make it brighter green to show some contrast, like so, and like so. Sorry, it was fighting boss. All right, that is fine. All right, and let's add some yellow to it. So it should ideally have like be representative of some kind of ember still going on. All right, so let's add slight amount of yellow around it, or orange, I should say. And that'll be probably hard to get though. Right. Well, anyways, let's also add some dark green to it, just to show that it's getting burnt ever so slightly. So this untouched part is. The rest of it's already burnt. Right, so that's pretty good. Excuse me. Give a drink for you some of this. Excuse me. Sorry. Sorry about that. Just found out about this pretty neat show called Weather Hunters. And it's weird. It's about this family that goes around like tracking weather, but they also do like other stuff to find out like mysteries, usually related to weather. You think it would be kind of dumb, but it's actually pretty good. I like it. It's encouraging folks to become weather people because even though weather has already been taken by machinery like weather telling forecasts, they still have weather people, and I think that's pretty neat. So I think that's kind of like a future-proof job, ironically, because it already got taken and people still go to it. So yeah, that could be interesting. It's higher than recommended. Still don't know what the heck bitrate is, and I don't think I can change it in the software, so I don't know. But I'm just gonna have to deal with that then. Well, now that that's there, and he's completely shirtless, and I'll see how messed up his arm looked. There you go. It's not much better, but it's significantly better. Alright, so that should be good. Let's also do that here. Erase some of this. Some of that. show like how a bit of how his skin used to look before he got burned alive. So we got that. Nice. I'm glad you're liking it so far. Fire. Yeah, I'm gonna set him on fire too. But as of right now, just wanna see what am I just wasting time doing the detail? Let me just see because I want the fire to be kind of like this. So we're gonna make it yellow. Do it kind of like so. Uh, put it to 7. And she's probably just busy. It's fine. So let's do that to 153. Do something kind of like this, just as a test example. Right, let me do that on this layer 4. Right, so we got that. Let's make it a little bit more orange too, right here, just to see if I'm wasting any time or not voice capable. Thing. My computer feels like that guy's face. Right, move this over to here. Yeah, that's probably gonna take a bunch of processing power. I don't think this can handle right now. So I'm gonna hit OK to see how it looks. And yeah, it works kind of like not quite, but it works a little bit. The good part is I can still see the details. And with that, I can also just add on to that afterwards. So make it look a little bit more like that. But yeah, that's viable. Just need to do that. Then I can just add a little bit more flames here. Let me just make it all yellow. Extra flames along with that glow should be perfect. All right, and away it goes. All right, I don't. All right, the music is playing again. All right. Then let's also have like some burnt fabric on him. Just so that he wasn't shirtless, he was actually burnt. So let's just have something kind of like that. In fact, let's focus on the burnt fabric for right now, just where it would be, how it would show up, stuff like that. So let's do that. That should be good. Here. So much free on. Right, so just have it go kind of like this, and then I could have some burn marks on the inside, like so. Like that. So let's do these veins. Right, this is so quiet, I'm just gonna skip that. That's better. So let's do a bunch of these lines here. Actually, it might be better slightly gray for the ashes. So I might change that out. So, ow, my back. Died in Elden Ring. Rest in peace, Elden. Hopefully, the music is like having good vibes for you while you're playing that game. And so let's do this. It helps me focus. Right, that is good to know. So that is good. Alright, so that works right there. I think that should be enough chart closed, hopefully. And now let's actually change this to gray, make it ashy, add a tad bit of red to it. I like the black marks better, to be honest. So I'm gonna just keep going with that. Thought I was going to need to restart the stream so I can get another music playlist, but luckily it did it on its own. So we got this right here. Let's add a bit more of the embers. Said hi. I know I already greeted you, Alden, but hi again. Now let's actually increase this part to 2. Because I think that should give a little bit more insight to it being a burn. Because it's much better than just a pixel. But yeah, with all those black lines, I really need to make it a slightly different color. Maybe. Alright, let's try that. That could work. Alright, let's go to 1 so I can see like how this would look on one of the lines instead. So let's cut it off to here, and then right there to there. And that'll mess up the whole thing. Alright, so even though the ash would not look as good, we're gonna go ahead and just make the ash like that. Because that'll just make more sense for it, I guess. And find out if this affects the music too. I like this song. I don't think it affects the music, just the voice. Alright, I guess that's that. Alright. And it would be here right now in the rear, so that's fine. I don't realize that this is like clothes on top of it, rather than fluids or anything. And it might have like some of it still in there. Interesting. Alright, so let's do that then. That's good. Anyways, let's go back to here. Oh, good. The glitch is finally over. Tried asking Google, but it's only giving me stuff for something called OBS, or I don't even know. So I'm just gonna add more of these like brown flake all over, just to represent the ash from the shirt. Emma got smashed. Ooh, that sucks, my dude. So let's add like some of this here too. Alright, so I think that is pretty good. Yeah, the black is just way better for like ash and smoke and stuff coming off of the body. So that's good. Add a bit of yellow to all of the tins. Gonna add some yellow to his neck. To right here. Yellow there, orange here. And then I'm going to add some glow to it. And then right here, let's have a nice amount of yellow here because this part's still going to be on fire. Let's add a bit of red. And then I can lower the opacity just a tad and go with it about here. Sorry if I'm quiet. Hey, it's all good, my dude. No worries. Like, so I think this should be good. Let me see here. Right, so let's also add just a little bit of pink to it because I feel like pink might be a little bit necessary to add like a little bit more of the muscle tone part. And my voice came out thinking, I don't think this is the name for it, I guess. Well, that's it here. So that's pretty good. just add a slight glow to all of the things. I don't know where that sound came from, but it is what it is. Let's change this to make it a little bit more transparent while also being pretty. Yeah, it doesn't seem to be going too well. It's slightly better, so maybe it's not over. But change it to 4 so I can do a proper lighting on each of these. And let's put that right there. That should cook it. But there we go. Now I can finally move much more freely. I'm gonna put like little bits of that like all over the yellow spots so it can simulate like a much more low in affinity to it. So it looks like it's being burnt. And it should ideally still work out just as intended. So everything should be good. I'm already in the another layer, so should have nothing to worry about basically. I know I forgot something. Alright, let's not do that just yet, so I can do the flames here. It is there, but way more right here. Let's do that. Yeah, let's also erase some of this one, just a little bit. Alright, now that should work. So it's given a nice glow to it, and that is basically the effect that I wanted. Nice little glow to it. Let's actually make the background slightly darker because I think that would help it out immensely. So just gonna do that. Alden Beast being a bad lizard. This guy that I made that's holding him down kind of looks like a lizard. Like, I haven't gotten too far in Elden Ring, so I don't know where the Elden Beast is in that game. Let's have his eyes be kind of pink from being bloodshot. A little bit too red. Let's start lighten it up to more than half. And that should be much better. Being much more subtle. Okay. Oh, final boss. Yeah, I am never gonna see that boss. I can't even beat the first one. So, got a nice glow here, nice glow just about everywhere else, just a slight glow. Right, so that's better. Margaret? Possibly. I don't know their names. There's probably that one. So I think that's good there. Let's move on to doing the rest of his clothes. Let's get him a little bit more red. Alright. We're gonna add more fire to that, but I think that's fine like that. Yeah, like what I originally had in my head is someone being burnt alive, but like he's already pre-burnt, so I don't think that would work out very well. Let's go. Good job, my dude. Good job. Let's actually do his fingers quickly. Alright, so got all of that. Right. Oh, no. Right. Right. My voice is barely popping up. So something puzzling. since I was on that layer, I should go back and hold on and check on Inferno. We have something called puzzling, and for that, let's just do what this music's game, what the music is, style, what else. Oh, little hard to make one. Good, it can finally move again. So I'm gonna draw me a Heartian from memory. It's gonna be kind of like a stylized one. If I remember correctly, they have like noses kind of like this. By the way, this right now I'm doing one of the creatures is from the game The Outer Wilds. It's not going to be exact, just from memory. Plus, I'm stylizing it just a little bit. Nice, thank you. And let me just do that right here. Right, so let's do that. Raise the tolerance a little bit so it fills in the whole time. And I'm also going to make the secondary color white so I can just add the sign in right now. And so we got that. Let's also add some of their head spots. They have much more than that, but stylized, so I'm just gonna do these little bits. Wondering if I made the mount go out a little bit too far. So let's do that. I'm having issues grabbing what I want. Like if I were to make the mount start there, and do that. What's up, Maddie Chu? Welcome to the stream. Hey, no worries. Even though this new one looks more accurate to the game, I feel like it looks better the other way, so I'm gonna keep it leaned forward. Like so. But yeah. Welcome to the stream, Maddie Chu. So, I'm just gonna do that here. Right, so let's give him a nice scarf to wear. Alright, so we got that. Let's have his arms here. Straight line with this. Going fine, but the street is glitching like crazy right now. And so let's have, since this is one of the marshmallow bags, let's have 4 eyes and a smile. A lame smile. Annie, are you feeling okay? Said Alderman. I was talking to Adcario on the phone. Stopped by earlier, I'm not sure. Oh, the guy that stopped by is he's Rio. So not the same guy, but it's pretty close. Finally, he's back, and honestly, this stream, it seems like it's more more, what do they call it? More robotic voices than normal voices. So I should just call it a day, maybe. So just have like a light char on them. That is good.
My time has come to burn.
And then right back to Outer Wilds. I'm making an Outer Wilds creature. I'm gonna play some Outer Wilds music. This one is a cover by Keolo. I don't know how I missed that. Right, anyways, let's just put that here. Right, so anyways, do that and just do this. Just gonna have like just this going right here. And that can be like for the feet. Even though it doesn't make much sense, I'm still gonna have his other ear just be at that side. play Elden Ring for a while, so I'm gonna be quiet. Alright, sounds good. And a lot of these Heartians have like patchwork clothing, meaning that they just use and reuse the same thing. If you saw the size of their planet, that's completely understandable. So let's just do that. And then just do this. I think the crashing is coming in. What happened? Let's do some engravings, but sorry, I guess that's that then. Because all in all, these guys didn't really have much difference to the color of them. I want to change that a little bit. I don't know if it's working out today. And so let's see about the blur. I'm just gonna make my own gradients instead of doing all that with the blur tool and stuff. Just gonna draw right on it. And so, welcome back. So I'm doing my own gradient to this guy. I'm gonna lay down and watch. Alright, sounds good. Well, I don't like how that looks anymore. I'm gonna undo it. I'm gonna color this in though. Yeah, I like how that looks though. I think this might be my last one. And probably the last stream of this for a few days now. Maybe. I don't know. It's no guarantee. Wonder what I should post next. I don't know. You can post anything you like. You could probably post about beating that boss in Elden Ring. I'd probably be good. And so let's do that here. What a nice little orange scarf. Let's do this too. Do a few edits already. Alright. I saw this guy in one of your vids. Yeah. Yeah, it's an Outer Wilds character. I did draw something similar a few times before. Then I'm gonna make this white to show like there's a bunch of marshmallows still in here. A whole bunch of that and this, that. Well, that's fine there. Let's make that yellow. So that's good. Alright, puzzling done. Inferno is done. Let's see. Let's do Inferno. Just like that. Think she left. Yeah, maybe. Let's see. I was gonna keep going, but it's gonna take again. I'm tired. So I'm gonna just call it a day here. Alright, so yeah. Let's see. Not too much. That today. Well, there's 7 more days. Fine if she did. If I'm only talking to you. It's cool. It's snow here. That's good. The stream is glitching like crazy. So I don't know why it does that. Let me see. It's supposed to sound like a robot though. Yeah. You got 5 more total. So before maybe 3 frames. You're warned if I'm ambitious, but you're never gonna have enough time for them to do it like today. So it's the kind of dumb ones. So those already can draw them. Twenty-five out of 31 ain't bad though. A 25 out of 31 ain't bad, so I'd probably just call it. I don't know. That is so. Free to use my edit. Same with your invasion. Okay. Alright, so let's see. Lesson vacant. Ragged, blunder, and rowdy. I don't know what I can do with any of these words. I remember last year, I think I combined a bunch of them to make like animations. I made like last year I made 12 or 14 animations in the month of October alone. And this year I've only made two animations. Almost 3 though, nearly done with Maddie chose one. But yeah. Let's see. Oh, lesson can be a throwback then. I could make it a demon in ragged clothes. That could work. Alright, I'm gonna put lesson down here, but I'm gonna do the ragged clothes one too. So lesson can go down here. because that one's going to be kind of nostalgia based, so they say. And so going to do that and also move this one down to the bottom to the furthest chances it could be, which is right there. Right, so let's have like stringy clothes, kind of like that. Some clothes that's basically ripped and full of holes. Let's do a little bit of rope right here. Since the robot voice is gonna come back pretty soon, because it's been like mostly robot voice this stream. I don't know why that happened, but it is. So I'm gonna do that with this shoes. And this can be the feet. Ooh, so much hearts. That's awesome. With so many laughing faces, that's great too. And so we got that. Voice came back. I think so. I know the issue. Maybe it's this. Me too. Sleepy at the beginning of this. That is cozy. Yeah, the hotel bed is a bit more cozy than the normal bed. I'm just gonna end it here. It's taken 2 days long just to paint, so I'm done. Alright, so if you enjoyed this, like, subscribe, so you can see more of this. Hopefully, not in a glitchy setting like this. Right now, it seems to be working. I'm still gonna continue the outro because this is gonna stop soon enough. Even though it's like 550. Okay. Yeah, I figured that would do that. Well, it's 5:56. It's early. Well, it's 7:57 for me. Alright, so we got this. Here we have Ragged with his raggedy clothes and stuff. Let's just add a bit of dirt. Make that a little bit smaller. Alright, so it's good. So let's cross that off the list. Now I'm gonna do lesson. Thank you for taking my idea. No problem, Elden Ring. Now for lesson. And this one is kind of like a throwback one. I'm not gonna bother with the entire cube. Why not? Do it for this guy at least. If you guys are like been watching like Minecraft videos for a long time, you're probably gonna know what I'm drawing based on the lesson plan. But yeah, so we got this. Right, and I'll just color him in quickly. Because that's about Steve's color. Actually, this is more Steve's color. This ain't Steve. This one is Hero Grind. And Craft Factual. Yep. Monster School. Those animations used to be very popular back in the day. I don't think they're 10 anymore, or if they are, it's very sloppy. But, oh gosh. Well, that's that then. We continue it another time because it's just sweet like here. So there's that one thing right there. I guess what that is. So anyways, yeah, it's taking too long to draw, so I'm gonna end it here and we will continue this next time.